Right, sweet. So that should be good. So, yeah, for anybody that's joining, anybody that starts to listen to this, we've been talking for about 3 or 4 hours with different people. But Christian's with me again. There's Brother Michael and Jamie just left. So we're just going to continue, Christian and I, chatting and see where this goes. Like last time, we're just chewing the cud on current energetics, current experiences, let's say. Beautiful. Right.
Beautiful. Thanks, Brian.
That's narrated in.
Yes.
Where were we?
What I learned from...
That's right. So you were talking to Jane, right? So
yes.
In that interaction, look at it from a place of, and again, Jamie can listen to this, that's fine. Look at it from a place of what Jamie was able to receive from what it is that you were saying, right? Without answering that particularly, because I don't want to use anybody as a
no, me neither.
As a sort of side of things. But look at it from a way of presenting a conversation that was...
I saw you and I having a conversation where I didn't understand what you were saying.
Yeah.
But my mind knew it was important for me
to listen.
We talked about this last time as well. We always understand backwards.
Yeah.
We have to go forward to have something to contemplate about or assess.
Reflect on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I saw myself as the student, even though this time I was speaking more as in the teacher references, but I saw myself in that situation as the student as well, of I can only receive what...
You look at it like this. Look at levels of importance, of focus. Now,
yes,
I went through a process of understanding value on a levels, whatever, be on a soul value, on an energetic value, and exchange, communication, sort of between two creational energies, and pure exchange, harmonic exchange, and these ideas of paying attention,
yes,
and respect, and giving it the depth and the connection and the communication is not lost in trivial intention. It's connected because paying attention. And yes. In this, there's the common agreement to pay attention, to be involved in the story and not go off on a shiny thing.
Yes.
But remain focused. There's that agreement. It's underneath.
So now I see it was not her I was teaching, it was myself.
Yes. Because you could, in that respect, there was the agreement, the communication, the common ground hadn't been established. The shiny thing was more important.
To her at the moment, but fine, cool.
That's all good.
That was, like I said, that was more for me. I was teaching me, not her.
That's what I mean.
She got what she needed.
So lots of people do this because they just don't. They're not paying attention. They're not connected. And what you're understanding is value on that level of, hold on, this is not kind of as deep as maybe it could be.
Yeah.
And it's not working. This isn't working. In trying to communicate like it's not working. No. I think I'm trying to show her something, but it's not working. Right. Okay. That's something for me. Yeah. And each time you try then to repeat trying to show her something, it bounces back into, because it's not working.
Yes.
Right. So understand that. It didn't work for you too when you in these areas. Right?
No.
All of this is, so in that place, what you can do is stop following shiny things with them and bring them back. But what I look at this is, I'll do that a couple of times, but if you're just going to keep running off on your own thoughts whilst we're having a conversation, then I'll stop talking.
Yeah.
You know, what your choice, it matters not to me.
Yes.
But you're either going to pay attention if this is valuable, or we're just going to...
But I see also myself doing the same as her, going into the fluffy stuff, and getting caught up in details and everyday life. And I was trying to do for her what you haven't been doing anything for me. I get that, but but you've been a guide. Yes, not showing me the way, but helping me to find my way.
No, helping you see. but not where, not what, but just sight.
Yeah.
That's enough.
Yeah, sight. Yeah.
Light, vision, clarity, but it's yours, not mine.
Yes.
I'm just
I'm building at the moment.
Breaking through limitations.
Yes.
That becomes self-evident. This is the beauty of them. The limitation becomes self-evident because you think, hold on, you know it's there, and you don't need to know what it is. You just need, no, in there you're going to find a little twists in the way that you deliver information. You're going to find the way that you can communicate changes, because you're going to remind them of value more in the conversation. That gives you more authority, and less sympathy, more empathy.
I observed myself
more wisdom with the empathy,
being a lot quicker in the way she was telling her fluffy stories as I'm telling my fluffy stories to you and my details. But I could see myself seeing through her stories, probably some sense the same way you look through my fluffy details and leading me back to the road. So I kind of see what, do you understand? In some sense, what you're helping me to do, I'm not trying to pass it on.
But you're a role model for it. You can't give it.
No.
So it's time. So over time, this is the beauty of you sat with tonight, is the time that you spent develops trust over time. Because what you've been talking about, for her, as she develops her own trust for herself,
yes,
these will come back in with a trust. So it develops a depth, right, over time. So that's building that trust over time requires acceptance, but also focus. So you don't let go of little bits and trivialities and let them spring into whole fucking branches.
Exactly.
It's pointless. You start to bring them back if you want to communicate on a level that's important.
I understood now. Valuable. I heard myself saying function and not fluffy. So I'm like embodying everything we've been talking about for the last year or something. And I'm now understanding more of it. And it became so evident for me in the conversation with her that my perspective has, for the first time in a long time now, talking and this way I can see how much I've moved from last time I sat in a coaching kind of setting without it being coaching.
If you can look back to when you're reflecting to, and look at the clarity you've got now. All of it was there before, but you couldn't see it, right? So it was dilute, it was abstract, it was in the background. What it actually meant wasn't what it looked like. But now you're seeing through it. Now you can see more focus. Right? Now it's the bigger picture. That's looking on it, referencing it, seeing it. Hold on, what happened?
So by me seeing and finding that in myself, make it a lot more visible, seeing it in others.
You know it. Yeah. The problem with this is once you start to see.
Yes, of course. Why wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So, at the time, for the time being.
In the moment, some saying it's everywhere like that. It's not everywhere because it's not everywhere, but it's pervasive. And it's negation, it's a code, it's a virus, it's a whatever. It's a disharmonic, it's a distortion. What does it look like? A lot of different things. But okay.
But telling her my perspectives gave me clarity in the teachings we have been talking about, not teachings, the topics we've been talking about, and me conandering them on my own and playing around with all these questions. That was a nice experience, actually, to have a coaching setup without being coaching, but nice conversation in that perspective where I was explaining it as the third mind, that you have that perspective. And I use some of the same talks that you used on me and like the same references. I was just trying my way to like, how do I talk this? How do I actually explain this? And I'm going to lean against yours until I find my own words to explain it.
Use them. Because these are utilitarian. You're not using my words. You're using what you took from them.
Because you talk function and not fluff, then it applies everywhere.
Makes it simple, doesn't it? Cuts through the bullshit.
Yes.
You're an engineer. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? I want to cut through the bullshit. Right? Okay. Let's start. No.
Yeah.
No, I want to be in it. No, if you can use that, and you can hold it, and you can honor it, and you know it's not being used negatively, you know it's not being used manipulatively, you know it's honoring a boundary you never, ever, ever thought you could honor before. You never even knew it was there before, but now you're trying to honor something you never knew was there, but it's always been there. Okay, let's try that.
And we're talking about her fluffy stuff. It made me realize more where I have fluffy stuff I haven't gotten through yet.
Perfect.
So it was beautiful. I kind of actually love coaching. It's a beautiful two-way street.
You struggled when I said, "What have you learned?" What did you learn? You struggled. You hadn't seen it from that respect.
Not yet. It's 10 minutes ago since we let go of the conversation, and I was like, I haven't analyzed it yet. Let me just.
Yeah, but you were talking about it. You'd already made an assessment of it. And I stopped you and said, well, hold on, what did you learn?
Yes. And I started repeating what happened, not what I observed or learned from it.
Not
explanation. For sure.
Not self-reflective. But that in I would suggest that it's difficult to say in real. Yes, it is. It becomes real time.
It was beautiful observing myself sitting there.
Yeah, but with this reflection.
Yes.
What we're talking about now, that you didn't. What have I learned? That part of it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. That's real time.
No, I get it. Yeah.
It's an understanding that this is for me. What is it? Okay. How do I deal with it?
Yeah.
Now, then you can apply your value. But if you understand that this is for you, not for them, for you, what is it they're offering? What's their wares? And what is it they require? What are they looking for?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the contract here? But it's for me, right?
Yeah.
So this idea then becomes, okay, so I'm going to value myself like that upwards one. I'm going to hold that in here. So it's an abstract value because this is a human interaction. But what am I here for? What's the point? How true to myself can I be if I can't? If they show me what is limiting them and causing them some torment in some ways or whatever, if they bring that to me, I'm going to show them. Why are you doing that, son?
Yeah.
You don't need to do that. And explain what it is in a nice, in a form that they can understand and blah, blah, blah. Because that's what I would have liked when I was doing that.
But is the issue not that we can only help from give advice? We get caught up. That was some of my coaching I see was caught up in I could only give advice from what worked for me. It became difficult to give somebody else the right tool they are looking for.
They don't need a tool.
We talked about it. No, I meant tool as a
trying to walk them through what they need to do. No, you can't do that.
No, it's not working.
The path, the solution, you can give them the solution, but if you try and take them down a path of experience, so where you found out, right, once I honor this, I'm no longer that, right? Whatever that is in your experience, I'm going to honor truth above everything. Oh, fuck, that screwed all of those truths. Oh, okay, I'm not going to honor them anymore. Right, that point, you don't go back, you don't negotiate that. But if they're there and they're negotiating it, well, you don't. And you tell them, no, we don't go there. This is why. And you can give them, or whatever that is, it doesn't matter. It's a place that you've already played in their playground, right? You want to be in a neutral one.
But in some sense, you can tell them 1,000 times what.
But all you're doing is, you can tell them twice. If they deny down, it's pointless.
Then they're not ready to listen yet.
No.
And
then you
send
can
them on their merry
collapse
way.
their belief system for them, like they've been trying to collapse yours. You can underpin, you can destroy some of the foundation just with some truth that's not hurting, it's not harmful. It just points.
My brain was just going there. My protector gene went straight into let not fuck up people and destroy their belief system. And I was like, actually, it's the most loving
thing you can do
for them.
Absolutely, it is.
Because it takes away all the
bullshit area to play in. There's no more of that. Come on, look at this. It's fundamentally flawed. I've been trying to show you so you could see for yourself, but you're not going to look. Okay, well, have a look then. Yeah. I was alluding to something. Now we're going to get to the point. Yeah. All right, now we're at the point. What are you going to do with that? Yeah. Okay, good. Perfect. Maybe you'll think about it. Yes. But it's not, you've not lost yourself in there. No. What you've done is you've applied love, compassion, empathy. You've applied the logic, the wisdom, and the perspective to the way you were trying to show them, guide them, assist them, and then they still refused.
But in a long time, this is the first time actually I wouldn't have agreed with you before that was the most kind thing to do. I realized that in my mind, going like, we don't have to go very far backwards. I would probably have disagreed with you. But actually, at this point, right now,
what you learned in coaching is a little bit upside down.
Yes,
it's all right. It's all right. You'd like to learn it, but now you take the gold.
It was just a tool. Yes, it was just a tool. Coaching and all the other jumbo it's all tools to
it's lead not a method. It's the value of the wisdom from it.
Yes.
The experience of it isn't a method. It's a way of communicating. Okay.
Yes.
It's an understanding, it's a mapping, it's a planning. Now utilize it, but utilize it from a place of wisdom that says, hold on, what's going on here? Not eagerness, but recognition. Okay. And if it doesn't want to be in your lane, do you want to be in it?
Yeah.
Right. You have a choice. Now,
it's so beautiful. Same conversation we just had with choice, and some of the things I forgot that I can do and apply to myself. I was telling her, hey, look at this. What about, I was opening options for her. I didn't tell her what to do. She knows what to do.
You know,
I was creating options. Yes.
Yeah. Where to look.
Yeah. But I see the coherence between our conversations and that conversation. It's not that different.
It's fractal
functions. Yes, fractals. So it was beautiful watching myself sitting there. I was aware of it, and I could, see that third mind being played out on the conversation, and several times in real time. And I was like, oh, cool.
I see it for what it really is.
Yes, and as soon as she said it, it became very clear for me what the fluffy was, the stories and the pew pew. Yeah. And I see the same time I see where I'm doing it at the moment myself, the same thing.
So the point of that, it's just the other's journey and what they're understanding to be true. It's another belief system. That's all it's playing out here.
Yes.
So in the way it fires sideways, it's a loss of attention because it's something in there that doesn't want to go there. So the mind fires off somewhere else, and all of a sudden this is really important. Like I say, magpies, shiny thing, and it's the way of the distraction within, right? What do we worry about that now?
That's the work I've been doing the last couple of weeks with the ego, finding out the game inside. What game is my ego playing on me without me knowing? So that
the shallow is back up. Let's look at it like that. The depths,
yes,
the importance of gravitas, the value, and the shiny thing's up there.
Yep. And the ego want to play up there.
Well, it's where the less lives, not the more. You could say up there or down or whatever.
Whatever.
The less lives up there, not the more.
Yeah.
So the less wants you to come and play with it.
Yes.
What is that? What?
Yeah.
No.
We played for 40 years. I know the game by now.
So no.
Yes.
But that no you're going to find comes quickly. You don't even let them speak when it's fluff. Because what's the point? It's only going to go off and ping, come back, no, come back. Otherwise, so what you're going to find is that you're saying that you're going to get accused probably of shutting people down or not letting them share or not doing this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
Because you know the bullshit is just.
Before I ever met you, that was one of the first things Michael told me about you. He's like, he's got no time for stories and shit and core. Because yes, the stories are all the stories we tell ourselves. And I recognize her story in myself, as we do with everybody. The stories we play is the distraction. And that's we just talked about the reason why it's difficult for people to figure out to be that today is some sense the whole physical realm is not designed to do that.
No.
So it's difficult.
Well, it was, but
it was, yeah, for sure. I'm no doubt that at some point Earth was heaven on earth.
Corruption and a breach, inversion, whatever happened. And what it's done is created a limitation of the filth, if you will. The darker natures is the parts that limited growth. The darker aspects, the shadows, limited your consciousness. You've experienced it. You're experiencing it now.
Yes.
The raising consciousness is a part of your release of limitation. So in yin and yang, you're increasing perspective, increasing frequency to a degree because it's carrying more information, is growing, and the things that kept it backwards were the shadows. The things in the dark, the limitations were the shadows, and that's what causes the instability. Is the shadows, the doubts. And when you've got an understanding or have embodied the nature of this to a degree, what have you got to doubt?
Yeah. And I'm feeling that coming more and more on from the last time we spoke in the 3i video and a little bit of seeing those podcasts. That speed up the last couple of days quite a bit in my, let me put it this way, it brought a lot more trust in me for whatever reason. It created more peace and trust in me.
Bigger picture, humbles.
Yeah.
That place of humbleness is so peaceful.
Shit, dude, that happened to me that was actually before, no, that was the first day you sent me the first 3i. When I saw it the first time, my humbling for I was so humbled by when he was referring to all the planets, all the different species, all the different dimensions had to be told and aligned and so on, coming back into harmonic again. And I was so humbled I'm sitting here in my little tiny vessel and, I have first world problems. And then there's so many other things that also need to align. Now.
No. Now, what if what's just humbled you
was the gravity of my space opening?
What if what's just humbled you is within every atom of you?
What if, but it is.
So every atom of you contains what you've just seen. Wow. Or aren't you a creator of your own universe?
That was a low blow.
But it's like I like to feel like you want to a little over.
Yeah, we in Denmark it's a going straight over your head.
Yeah.
It's deep, and it does get deep. But if it's unlimited and it's infinite, how are you limiting it?
By stories and fluff.
But it does get deep. If you're going to go into that sort of level of thinking or contemplation, which is fine by me. I've been there, and I'd take it further than that, because this is only one type of physics. How many types of physics are there for how spherical frequencies work in different dimensional aspects? Oh, infinite. Okay, so that's a whole new area that we can't even conceive of.
I also found a belief that so little people have found what we are looking for inside of us. And I was like, it must be really complicated. And we were talking about this, me overcomplicating things, and I was like, where the fuck is that actually coming from?
Right.
And I got curious about why is that in there in the first place? Let's just check it out.
It's not a bad thing. For us anyway, in this sort of way.
You know what I mean?
No, I'm looking at it. It's because we're good at overcomplicating. We're good at uncoupling that and deciphering. So the overcomplication becomes a deciphering of it from a theme. So effectively, all of the stories that you're overcomplicating don't crop up but are known to you. So you can simplify, and then if you need to, expand and contract. So you recognize the storyline of the overcomplication and then map it. Oh, I'm going to say this, I'm going to think that, I'm going to do that. No. It kind of gives you a guide back in. So in the exploration of that overcomplicating, thinking about things too much, it opens up the ability to do that backwards, retroductive. Where's the energy coming from there? What's it going to produce? Okay, got it.
Yeah, all right. I see where you say it's
same as you were saying a little bit.
Plays out. Then it's a positive thing, and then it's it's about how you're applying.
Well, you understand it.
Yeah.
When you need to, but you don't need to know it all the time. But when it presents itself, you know what it is, and then you can read it like a book.
But like you just said earlier, I just need to make a decision with myself at this point.
Well, this stuff we're talking about is past what you can comprehend yet. It's coming in, right? It's what you're experiencing, but you don't know it yet. So it's coming in, and I'm trying to give it words that don't give it justice. But you'll see what I mean. It comes in over time. It's like a realization in layers of different nuance or subtlety or abstract, which just changes things. And fucking hold and expands.
But in some sense, that's been, when I look backwards, my entire life.
Exactly. So what's going to stop now?
Nothing.
Right. Then let it be. Just look for it. What else are you going to do?
I'm not doing any fucking thing. I'm looking. Problem with, like, that was a fun joke. Like, what the fuck are you looking for? Yeah, it's difficult to find if you don't know what it looks like.
Hey, you ain't going to find it.
That's my point.
But what the fuck else you got to do? So in that respect,
sometimes
you're looking for something you're not going to find. You already are it. But why not? What am I going to find in between? Let's have a look.
Well,
so these areas aren't for, they're just for deep dives.
Exploration.
Yeah, man. And
again, another game to keep us distracted, occupied. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
More fluffy stuff. Yay.
More depth. Just
I see what you mean.
Just keep going, and it's fine.
Going back and redoing, like we talked about 3 weeks ago, going back and with new knowledge and new wisdom, go and apply that to all the aspects now of what I thought was me and representing Christian. That by starting to do that work, I completely lost the self of that Christian and found the Christian that was already there, remembered. Coming back to remembrance, I'm still struggling to find the right words to explain.
I know what you mean.
But but I see just in these 3 weeks of doing fuck all, have already made huge perspective change. And
Let me ask you a question. In the last 3 weeks, haven't you done everything? But you're calling it fuck all.
I'm aware that
Mhm.
we're doing a lot. We don't. The only reason why we speak it like this, like human beings, and doing nothing,
it.
is because we don't have the vocabulary to.
And you haven't got the perspective yet, because it feels like it.
Yeah.
So it's still coming. That's fine. It does. There's
exactly.
the point about it. It's not something that's a critical thing.
I can't see that I'm doing.
No.
I can see that I'm physically doing nothing, and I don't see that I'm walking in my
You
mind.
just told me.
But I
you
have
3
to
weeks
see
ago.
it backwards.
Yeah, but you've just stood there and you've said, "Oh, what is 3 weeks?"
Yeah,
I can
3
see-
weeks ago.
I can see how different I see things now, right? So
Yes.
all of that's happened in 3 weeks.
Yes.
But you've sat doing fuck all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So all
Well,
of this,
physically, I've
all
done
of this
fuck
shift.
all.
What's more valuable? Would you be happy if you were working, happier, or would you be happier with this? Which one's your choice?
I would be distracted.
Well, you wouldn't have found that if you were working.
No.
You'd have found it a different way, eventually. But you've paid attention. You've put some discipline in. And that's
Yes.
everything. Look how hard it's been. Right? To put some fucking effort into yourself is so bastard hard. It feels like you're doing fuck all.
Ain't that a fucking upside down? Yeah.
I was backwards. Right?
Yeah, that is ass backwards. But yeah, that's me and Michael were talking about it. This point in time, well, at least for me, when I don't have the vocabulary to explain some of the things, and yeah, like you said earlier, English not being my native tongue, it's also
Shit, I don't know, that's been awful. Oh, we'll see.
well, maybe mine caught on. No, it's out again.
No, it's dead. I used it with Renata, so I don't know how much of that's missed.
Well, hopefully we've been close enough that my speaker caught yours.
And they put them with
We'll see.
stuff they put on the table, it picked up good.
Yeah, I think we might be good. Yeah. Fuck yeah, that is ass backwards actually. But
Everything.
to describe it
Everything
is so